Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. A check down here for Henry. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On now is the Titans punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And it's a Titans touchdown. Deontay Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy, a graduate of the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson steps away. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Forced out to his left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Got a man complete to Miller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Henry out of the pistol. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and it certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Both teams making their final adjustments. We're closing in on the second half. And for the call, let's get you back over to London, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
2nd and 8. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And behind the chain, 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Jackson. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Throwing is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. Touchdown! Derrick Henry with touchdown number 3 here this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. They will take the 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be out right at the 35. 77 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.